So welcome to our last video for Module 2, where I'm going to bring together everything that we've learned in this module. So here's a recap of what we've covered in Module 2. We've gone back to basics and I've shown you what the major arcana, minor arcana, and the court cards really mean at that high level, so you can see how everything fits together. I've shown you the two keys to unlock the minor arcana, and that was numerology and the elements or the suits as well. We've done a journey through the suit of cups using the elements and numerology. And I also showed you how to use keyword charts and then how to apply that to the suit of pentacles so that it helps to fast track your learning. And remember, those keywords are there to kind of trigger more insight around the cards and not simply the one keyword. Fabulous. So let's bring it all together and do a practice reading. So the question might be, what might I experience in my relationships this year? And we get the Four of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Now, you might be thinking, oh my gosh, we've got the relationships. What have Pentacles got to do with relationships? But let's dive a little bit deeper into these cards. So remember the Four of Cups. I was speaking about that in terms of kind of wanting to ground yourself before making a decision about what opportunity to take and what's kind of presenting itself to you. So think about that in terms of relationships. Maybe you've got a couple of potential suitors that are coming to you going, hey, how about it? Let's go out for a date. And you might be feeling like, you know what, I'm not quite feeling right inside. I'm not sure I'm really clear yet of what I want in a relationship. I'm not really feeling grounded like you would say in a Four, which is that stability. And so you might be in a phase of declining new invitations for new relationships until you get yourself sorted out. And then let's also move over to the Seven of Pentacles. Now, remember we talked about this as sort of long-term investments and long-term growth. Now, you might be thinking in terms of relationship, how can I find a relationship that is going to give me that, long-term potential? And so instead of just taking whatever, is coming, whatever opportunity is there, I'm going to be really focused on long-term relationships. And it might mean that I have to say no to some in, the short term, but I know that what I'm doing is right for me. So that's one way of interpreting this two-card reading. And what I want you to do is to spend, a bit of time with these two cards and the question asked and bring together everything that you've already discovered about these cards and come up with your interpretation of these cards for this particular question. And again, you'll find that in your workbook. And look, you might have some similarities to what I shared, or you might see these cards in a completely different light, and that is absolutely good and okay. It's normal and natural for us to have different interpretations of the cards. You might even get different intuitive connections with the cards. So I really want to encourage you to look for what you see in the cards versus just going, oh, well, Bridget said it was this, so it must be that, right? I want you to trust you. Awesome. So here's another practice reading just to help us get into flow here. So the question might be, what's next for me in my career? And we get the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. Now, two sixes, that's very interesting. So remember, sixes was about harmony and cooperation. So you might be thinking about, how can I find cooperation in my career? How is that being expressed? Am I seeing that as a theme in my career? Now, the other aspect to these two cards, we've got the Six of Pentacles, which is about charity and giving. So maybe that's pointing in the direction of working at a not-for-profit. And then in the Six of Cups, we've got two children. Well, maybe it's a not-for-profit that's related to children and keeping children safe, for example. So maybe, if the not-for-profit industry was relevant for you, then this could be a new career path and finding different ways to nurture and care for children in sort of a very, a giving, charitable organisation. That's again one possibility of many. So I want you to unpack this reading and these cards and find what resonates for you. How would you interpret this reading? Okay, so that's it for Module 2. What I'd love for you to do now is make sure you complete the activities in the Module 2 workbook. They are so important for embedding your learning and really making this stuff come to life. Make sure you complete the quiz. It's a multiple choice quiz. It's only 10 questions, and it's really designed just to check that you understand what we've learned in this module. Make sure you mark the module complete in the hub so that we know that you've completed the module. And then if you're a member of the Biddy Tarot community, come and join the conversation inside the forums of the community. It's a great place to ask questions, to reach out and say, hey, what did you think of this? Or here's my keyword chart. What do you reckon? It's a perfect place to connect with your tarot tribe and get some of that real-time feedback as you learn how to master the tarot card meanings. And then get ready for Module 3, which is coming up next. It's about symbolism, stories in the cards, the wands and suit of swords, plus 5-minute tarot. It is absolutely bumper, and I can't wait to share it with you next. Bye for now.